Hello, welcome to Where We Knit. My name is Kristen and I'm coming to you from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And this is my little corner of the interwebs where I share all about what I'm making, what I'm excited about, and at the very end, I share my favorite things, knitting related or not knitting related. Hi, it's episode number 12 or 13. I can't believe I've done this 13 times. Fall is here in Minneapolis, and I couldn't be more thrilled because it is getting chilly now, finally. Usually I have my sweaters out by now, but I'm just getting them out. Today's episode is focusing on a knit along that I just did here in the store that I work at. If you see behind me, I'm in the beautiful local yarn store of Minneapolis, my local yarn store called Dandelion Fiber Company. If you are in the area, come check them out. I will always have all the information about them, their store, and all the things I mention in the show notes today. So the knit along was so fun. We called it the Dicky along. Do you remember Dickys from the 1970s? I did a little deep dive into Dickys, and Dickys were not just popular in the 70s. There's a huge history on Dickys from the 1940s, and my mom wore them in the 70s as like a fake turtleneck under sweaters, and they were kind of genius. And so now what you see is a Dicky. So anyway, let me back up for a second. So we had a Dicky along. We were gonna call it the Dick along, but you know, it's kind of inappropriate. But so we called it the Dicky along. And a variety of Dickies were knit, maybe not finished, but knit. And mine is finished. I'll show you, it's my one and only finished object today. And we had a blast, just kind of working with different yarns, creating different Dickies. And so today I'm focusing on maybe 7 patterns, maybe 8 patterns of either something, a pattern that someone in the knit along was making, the Dicky along was making, or some that I just wanted to highlight that I think are really cute and exciting, and I might knit them myself someday. So before we get started, I just want to say the way that I'm setting up today's video is I'm going to share these patterns about the Dicky along. I'm going to share my whips. I'm not going to show you everything because there's a lot of them. And I'm really excited because I will have quite a few finished objects by the next taping when I go to Sacred Sheep. Yep. It's in 15 days. And the reason why I know that is because I always look up in my Delta app, because I always fly Delta, and my Delta app says check-in is in 15 days. So I have a lot of knitting to do, but that makes me excited. I don't mind pressure knitting. Let's start out. What am I wearing? This is the Flower Power cardigan by Johanna. It's in this lovely book called Strands of Joy. She has another volume out that's also a fantastic book. But I did her original colors, kind of. She's got a little bit softer pink. Mine is more of a darker. The first time I went to Rhinebeck, this is the yarn that I purchased. This is from Primrose yarn. It is a beautiful yarn. It's called Roan DK, and it is 50% American wool, 50% superwash wool. And I love it. It was really easy to knit with. It took color work beautifully, I think. And so this is what my version looks like. I just paired it with a tank top. Here's what's happening. I love all these sweaters that I'm wearing, but I'm getting a little overheated. And so all I can wear is like a tank top underneath. It's such a drag. I'm hoping this changes. It's called middle age. It's called hot flashes. If you know, you know. And just as a side note, I'm a teacher during the school year. For those of you who are new to this episode, I talk about being a teacher a lot. And sometimes I share stories because I don't want to bore you with my teacher stories. But here's one of my teacher stories. I have had to whip off a sweater, 3 minutes later, put it back on. Whip off a sweater, 3 minutes later, turn it back, put it back on. That's just what's happening in my hormonal world these days. And I had a student come up to me, and I wear these like tank tops, or I wear like the tank tops that already have the bra in them, which is, I'm addicted to those, but I digress. So I have this like sweater on, and I have one of those tank tops with the bra in it. It just looks like a tank top. And I had a student come up to me and say, Miss Kristen, why are you naked? And I was like, I'm not naked. I'm not naked. Because this is what happens. Kids go home and their parents will say, how was school today? And they'll say, oh, whatever I had for snack. And then they'll say, Miss Kristen was naked today at school. Yeah. Yep. That does happen. If you have kids, your kids tell you things. Okay, it makes me think of another story. So one of my kids went to school after we went on a trip to Mexico. I just have to tell you the story. So I was at parent-teacher conferences, and we went to Mexico prior to that. And the teacher was snickering, knew I was also a teacher, and said, oh yeah, Bennett says that you love margaritas and that you make them before school every day. Yeah, no, I don't make a margarita before school. I do make a smoothie in my blender. Okay, so my face was like 20 shades of red, but that's what my second grader at the time told his teacher, that I love margaritas, which, don't get me wrong, I love myself a good margarita, but I'm not drinking them before school. So don't trust everything your kids say about your teacher, your kid's teacher. I mean, maybe you should, but that's teacher perspective. Yeah, so my son decided to go and share with all of the people in the classroom that his mom really liked margaritas, and she liked them so much that she made one before school every day. Anyway, okay, so this is the Flower Power Cardi. I love it. It's it helped me practice my color work, and because I'm not super great at color work, and this one you have to purl back with the color work. Yeah, you know what I mean. But anyway, it's a lovely pattern. Anna Johanna, this book is like, this is my dream knit on the front. I am gonna knit it sometime. I don't know when. Okay, back to the Dickys. Let's talk about Dickys. So here's my finished object, and here is the one that I made. I love it. Here's a picture over here. It's called the Coffee Run Cowl. Oh no, Coffee Run Collar. And it's by Samantha Guerin. And this is one of my first patterns by her. And she's a lovely designer. Isn't it so cute? I'll put a picture of me wearing it here. You wear it under your jacket. It's shorter in the back, longer in the front. And the stitch pattern was amazing. I knit it exactly, okay, just like I have this thing where sometimes I don't want to substitute my own colors because I love what the designer did so much. So this one is exactly the same yarn that she uses in her in the pattern. And I used Knitting for Olive, merino, fingering weight, and Knitting for Olive, soft silk mohair. And this is the colorway, I don't even know. What is it? I want to say it's Dusty Artichoke, but it's not. It's Dusty Aqua. That's what it is. It's Dusty Aqua. It looks like this. I'm obsessed with this color, and you will see something else that I'm knitting with it too. Anyway, so this was my Dicky for the Dicky along. Couldn't be more proud of that. It's going to be so cute. And then let's talk about what other people made. So many cute ideas. I'm going to be looking down a lot because I have taken extensive notes today. So the ones that I'm going to highlight, this one, my friend Rianda, she knit it, and it's a Petite Knit. It's that whole Moby series, you know, that Petite Knit has done. She's done a baby sweater. She's done like a women's sweater, a men's sweater. She's done what she calls a slipover, which is like a vest in the US. That's what we call them. And then she's done the Moby collar. And so, she calls it Moby Neck. So if you're looking for it, you can go to my show notes, but she calls it the Moby Neck. Okay. And it's sport plus lace, so it can be just, or a DK. Here's what it looks like. It's so cute. Rihanda's was beautifully knit. She used a sport and a lace, and it's just this like buttery, yellowy cream. I love it. So that's on my list. I already have the pattern. I can't wait to sometime fit that in. The next one I wanted to talk about is the Nellie neck warmer. Here's a picture of it here. Now, one can pretty much say and argue with me, but please don't, that any of these could be considered cowls. And you're right. I mean, you can use cowl, collar, and Dicky any way you want to. But there is like this to me, and Europeans, I think, have been using and wearing this style forever. And so I think it's kind of just come around in the last handful of years that people are wearing them here in the US. And I'm just going to call them a Dicky because I think that's fun. And it brings me back to my childhood of seeing my mom wear a fake turtleneck under her sweater. So the Nellie neck warmer, it's a bulky weight. It's from My Favorite Things Knitwear. And it's a quick knit. Like if you're looking for a quick holiday gift for someone, this is beautiful. It has just the tiny little collar piece that comes in front that makes me call it a Dicky. Angela and Haley made it in bulky yarn, or like worsted plus a Surrey. And so, yeah, it was a quick knit and I loved it. They really turned me on to that bulkier knit. I don't think I could wear it for myself because I think it'd be a little too steamy for me, but I am thinking about who I could make one for Christmas. The next one is, I'm going to call it the Gujo. Here's the picture of it. Okay. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's spelled Gujo, collar, and it's by Agio Knit, and they have beautiful patterns. And if you don't follow them on Instagram, give them a follow because they have, I feel like bam, bam, bam. They always have these new patterns that are out and being tested, and oh, there's so many, but I love them. This is an Aran weight yarn, and here is how they style it. I'm gonna do two different pictures up here. I love how they're styling it where you can wear it inside and outside and of your jacket. And I think you could do the same with this too. Like, I think this would be kind of cute over a jean jacket, styled over a jean jacket, just for a little added warmth. I have found myself on these chilly mornings where we still have not wanted to turn our boiler on. We have radiator heat in our old house, and we just haven't wanted to click it on quite yet. But the mornings are so chilly that I find myself just slapping this over the top of my pajamas in the morning, and it's just like the perfect it's just the perfect weight. And I feel like for me, if my neck is warm, then I'm good. Like, I feel like if I am kind of chilly, all I need to do is kind of put something around my neck, and then I'm good. And it's also easy to rip off when you spontaneously combust every 3 minutes for an hour or something. But anyway, I think this would be a beautiful gift as well. But I like how they styled it here where you can wear it outside of your jacket or inside of your jacket. I just think it's a really chic look to me, and it's something that I kind of want to try that look this fall and winter. Okay, next one. This one is crochet. So for those of you who knit and crochet, this is for you. And this one is by KnotBadBritt. Here's a picture of it. And this is Rachel. She's one of the spinsters from Spin Cycle Yarns, and it's knit up in their Spinster's Daughter. It's a worsted weight yarn. I think they must have, I think they have done a collaboration with Farmer's Daughter Fibers. So Spin Cycle Ladies and Farmer's Daughter Fibers have created this yarn. I haven't used it. I would like to use it someday, but it's really beautiful. And it's called the Shore Pine Cowl. So this one's called a cowl, but it sure wears like a Dicky. If you see her here, I love kind of the slouchy collar. I like how far it comes down. Again, this would be perfect to put on the outside of your jacket too. I think you could style it either way. She just has it over a shirt. I think it's kind of fun. So all of these patterns are also in the show notes. So if it's something that you want to look more into and purchase the pattern or look at the pattern, it's on Ravelry. The ones that I mentioned about by My Favorite Things Knitwear, you can see it on Ravelry, but you can't purchase the pattern unless you go to their website, just to be clear about that. The next one is my friend Joan knit it at the Dicky Along, and it's called Collar Number 1. This again is a My Favorite Things Knitwear pattern. Whoa, sun's coming out. And it's knit in worsted and lace. And so it's a bulky weight. It's a fisherman's rib. And I love I just think it's so cute. It comes down a little bit longer. Again, can just help take that morning chill out in the morning, throw it over your jammies. But this one is a bulkier weight and is really beautiful in that fisherman's rib. I just think it's so rich looking. Next one is, I always have to feature Anne Ventzel whenever I can because I love her aesthetic. I love her patterns. I just love everything about her. And it's called the Cozy Cowl. Again, looks like a Dicky, but she calls it a cowl. It has that amazing stitch pattern that she's used before in a tank top. I can't remember the name of the tank, but I've made 2 of them. It's gorgeous. I believe it's a worsted weight, but check out the pattern for more specifics. But again, Anne Ventzel, you can't go wrong with it. It's so pretty. The next one is a pattern by Drops Design. This is a free pattern on Ravelry and just a simple Dicky, just a simple neck warmer Dicky. And it's called the Embrace Winter Neck Warmer. I like how kind of short it is. It kind of reminds me of that one by Petite Knit that I said first here in the podcast, where it's a little bit shorter but still kind of the look of a collar or a Dicky I see here. This one is a DK weight. So you could use either fingering and lace weight, or you could do just like a true DK. It's beautiful and free pattern. The design is cute and fun, and would also be a really nice holiday gift to yourself or others. Whoa, one moment. Okay, so sun's kind of tripping up my setting here. And then I also wanted to just mention that Gregoria Fibers, I'll put the link to her Ravelry page, but Gregoria Fibers, I just noticed when I was fumbling around and went down that rabbit hole of being in Ravelry for too long. And they have tons of really cute collar patterns. And so check those out. I don't have a featured one that I'm putting a picture up here or anything, but they also, they also have a lot of really cute collar patterns. Now, another one that came up on my Instagram feed, I love how my phone is listening to me, and then all of a sudden on my Instagram or on the side of the web page that I'm looking at are all of these different Dickies that you can purchase. Okay. Freaks me out that they do that, but it is what it is. This is by Verloop, and check this out. There's two of them. I'm going to show you this one, and then I'm going to show you this one. Now these are ready-made. They're $88 or something, and this is a Dicky or a collar, but I'm thinking I want to see if I can make that up myself with stash yarn. It looks like they're marled. How cute is that? I think it's darling. You could use up scrap yarn, or you could just like purchase yarn to like mix and match. I love like the patchworky kind of feel where everything, you know, like the sides are different and then the front is different than the back. I don't know. I am very, very attracted to this look, and I want to see if I could make my own. I don't know. It's going to be a little project that I might dig my fingers into and see if I can make one instead of buy it. Now, okay, $88, I think. Well, if I use stash yarn, it'd be fine. But with my yarn palette and taste and the fact that I'm kind of a yarn snob, I don't think I could make it for $88. I don't know, maybe I could. Who knows? But I thought it was worth mentioning because it came up on my Instagram feed, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to go down that rabbit hole, and there it is. So those are the Dickies. Take it or leave it. The Dicky is back in my life anyway. What else do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about what I'm excited about. There's a lot of things I'm excited about. Number one, yep, I'm going to Nash Fiber Fest. It's put on in Nashville. It's in March, mid-March. I am going with Rianda, a lovely woman that I met here at the store. She's in my classes or she's in my knit-alongs, and she is a beautiful knitter, and we just got to talking, and she wants to go and I want to go, and so we're going together. I can't wait. So check them out. I'll put the info in the show notes, but it is put on by MDK, Modern Daily Knitting. It's, like I said, it's in Nashville. Arnie and Carlos are coming. They're doing a workshop. I signed up for it. It's sold out. I can't wait. And just another way to make new yarny connections, meet new people, community, be in Nashville, hang out with Rianda, learn something new from Ernie and Carlos, and I can't wait. It's gonna be great. And I'm also excited about Sacred Sheep. I already mentioned it. I can't wait. We have VIP tickets. I'm going with Susie from Fiber MacGyver. I'm going with Tiff and Laura, the owners of this shop. Their two friends, Kaya and Trafina, and my friend Nell, who I knit with every week. By the way, I have to show you Nell because she sent this to me. Because, you know, it's all about where we knit. And Nell took a picture of herself, or someone took a picture of her here. How cute is she? She's knitting on her lento. She's going to get that damn lento. Nell, you're going to get that lento done. Nell is at the Croquet Club in Central Park in New York City. Just knitting. She's so fancy. She's so fancy. Anyway, I had to feature that picture because it is where we knit. So I am really excited about Sacred Sheep. VIP tickets. Can I just say, I keep reading on the Ritual Dyes Instagram that they are talking about how excited they are to host this event, and the VIP event. There's a swag bag. Okay, if you haven't watched before, I have talked about how I like swag bags and I like mystery bags. It's just, there's something about it, and I can't wait to just dig into my swag bag at Sacred Sheep. Kind of planning what I want to purchase, kind of planning on what I want to look at. The great thing about the VIP event is that we can shop the day before. So if I'm organized enough and I know what I want to look at, and then maybe I want to sleep on it, and the next day we go back, be awesome. So that's coming up in 15 days. I have 3 whips that I want to get done before that. I did just finish knitting the whole body. I just have to do the ribbing of the Morchella cardigan. You've seen it here before. I'm hoping to tape before I go to Sacred Sheep so you can see some of these, but maybe it won't be until after, so don't hold me to that. The Kettle Cove vest I'm working on, and the Widow's Kiss. Now the Widow's Kiss is an all cabled sweater. I'm not sure it'll be done. Maybe, but might not be. But I have to show you something that was a flop, because I mean, we all get to the point where we knit something and we're like, wah, wah, wah. Okay, so here it is. You know I love Irene Lynn. You know I love her patterns. I love Irene Lynn and the aesthetic that she creates in her patterns. So I am using an alpaca yarn, like it's like 50-50 alpaca wool, and it's so soft, and it's so, I love it. I'm not gonna talk down on this yarn. It's Roan Moordale yarn. It's a DK weight yarn. It is so soft and luxurious, but it is the wrong yarn for this pattern. And you'll say, why is that? Why? What are you talking about? So I just pulled these off the needles. I do love this look of the V-neck, but I don't love, and then upcoming will be like some cable-y kinds of faux cables. And I don't love how it's working up. I don't know. There's just something about it. Like, these don't pop to me. And if these don't pop, then the little faux cables are not going to pop. And I don't know. I wasn't feeling it, and I didn't want to go any further down. So I'm going to rip it out, and I'm going to repurpose the yarn because I have the exact same yarn in a really cool bright blue. And I think I'm going to make a striped sweater, preferably a cardigan. I've seen a bunch of them online and on Ravelry. Anyhow, so I'm ripping it out. So this was going to be one of the things that I was going to wear for, what was I going to wear it for? Oh, I was going to wear it for Sacred Sheep, but I won't be. I'll be wearing something else, and that's totally fine. But I have figured out what I'm going to make it in. I'm going to make it in, I've used Isager mohair, and I don't know if it's Isager or Isager, so sorry about that. Nonetheless, I might need a couple more skeins of it, but this is called, color 47. It's a navy. It's kind of a dark charcoal / navy color, and it's more sturdy of a yarn. So I'm going to use this. I think this will work up much better. It's a DK weight. It's a little rustic, but I know a ton of people who use this yarn. I could pair it with mohair, but I don't want to pair everything with mohair. So I'm going to go for it. And I think I could just wear a long sleeve tee under it. My body has gotten used to the rustic yarns. Like, this is a little rustic itself, and I don't feel itchy from it. So I feel like my body is getting used to this kind of rustic-y kind of feel of yarn, but we'll see. So anyway, I sometimes there's just knitting fails, and this was definitely a knitting fail that I just didn't want to keep going. Sorry to put that back. I just didn't want to keep going, but anyway. So more things I'm excited about. I am really excited about this new shawl that came out. I think it's new. Yeah, it has to be. It was on Ravelry in one of the top 20. It's from the designer's Life is Crazy. Oh, sorry. That's my life. It's by the designer Life is Cozy, and it's called the Gooseberry Shawl. And here's a picture of it right here. And I did a little stash dive, and I might do it as a one skein project. And I had this. Mine's all knit up. We have this here at the store. Have you felt this Bear Paw DK? Oh, Farmer's Daughter Fibers knocked it out of the park. It's just squishalicious, and we carry it here at the store. And it was my very first purchase 1 year ago when Dandelion Fiber opened. They had their 1 year anniversary last weekend, and this, I just came in right before closing, and this is what I purchased from them. So it is, I believe the color is Clay Dreaming. It's kind of like terracotta clay. I don't know. It's a beautiful color, and I'm gonna try it in that Gooseberry Shawl, because I also have some Roan cashmere that's just this cream color, and I have 3 skeins of it. It's also DK. And I would like to knit that for myself. Just, again, a little something around the neck. I do love that cozy feeling. So check out the Gooseberry Shawl. That's something I'm really excited about. One other pattern that just came out by Beth McDonald is her Sargasso Boxy Raglan. Check this out. Like, could she have paired it better? I don't know about you, but I love these colors, and I've never knit myself a, I've never knit myself a Christmas sweater, but I mean, this like green and the red and the hot pink, like, I'm here for it. I already talked to Susie from Fiber MacGyver. She has this new Shanico wool that is a non-superwash, very ecologically sourced wool that she is debuting, or has just recently debuted, and it will be at Rhinebeck. Check her out. She's going to be right by one of the main entrances, and I love these colors together. Call me crazy or call me a cheater or whatever you want to, but I love these colors on Beth McDonald so much that I want to knit that as a Christmas sweater. It's kind of a dream. Don't hold me to it. I have a lot of other projects on the needles that I want to finish up. And this is another piece that I am really excited about that just came out this week. So check it out on Ravelry. Last thing that I'm super excited about, it's soup season. You're going to hear a lot about soup. I know this is a knitting podcast. If you don't like hearing about soup, I'll keep it to the end, right before I do my favorite things. But I love soup. And yesterday, I knocked it out of the park. This was from that Trader Joe's hack cookbook I told you about several episodes ago. Also, if you've never seen my podcast before, I talk about Trader Joe's a lot. If you have Trader Joe's near you, lucky you. If you don't, sad for you. This one was called, I know I keep seeing myself looking down. And the only reason why I'm doing that is because notes. I have notes in this super funny notebook. I am a very busy person. Anyhow, this book was called, this recipe was called the Thai vegetable gyoza soup. And you use like some of their red curry sauce at Trader Joe's, coconut milk, vegetable broth, handful of veggies. I kind of switched it up from spinach to kale because I had kale for my CSA that I needed to use up. But then you also use their frozen, which I'm not a big frozen like processed food person, but it is what it is. And their Thai veggie gyoza, you put them in the soup. Like, look at the soup. It was so good. And I have tons of leftovers, so that's what I will be eating this week. But super excited for soup season. I forgot to tell you about one of my other whips because I have this class in 30 minutes. I'm teaching a class on beginning lacework, and it's a pattern by Claudia Q, the one who just came out with all these beautiful patterns in this book. I can't remember the name of the book, but anyhow, and it is her, once again, using the designer's colors because I just can't not, because I love this color combo. It's called the Elena pullover. So it's lacework at the top. Now, because I'm teaching a class on it, and I didn't cast it on soon enough, and it's bottom up, I did a provisional cast on so I could demo the lace work at the top. But I mean, okay, here's a picture of it. How gorgeous. So 2 strands held together, knitting for olive, silk mohair. It's like butter. I can't wait. I mean, this is going to be really quick too because the sleeves are already done. So sleeves are done, finishing up the lace work in the next few days, and then just knitting the body. So I could also do that when we go to Sacred Sheep, but I'm going on some college visits Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, Friday, come home Saturday with my son who's a senior. And I am going to knit it on that road trip. I'm going to have him drive for a portion of it, and I'll drive for a portion of it. I could probably, I don't know, might be overzealous thinking I could get it done, but it would be kind of nice. I wouldn't bring it to Sacred Sheep anyway because it's a little bit of a nicer, maybe too dressy for me sweater that I probably wouldn't want to wear that. But anyway, I forgot to mention some other things that I'm really excited about are some other YouTube videos and other makers on YouTube and their YouTube channels. I've been wanting to shout out a few that I watch religiously, but I just want to make sure, because it's just nice to kind of shout out other people who are on the internet and making these videos, because I mean, it's not super easy and it's time consuming, and I am not complaining because I love it. But a couple, you know that I watch Jen Gagley all the time. She comes out with a video every Saturday. This last one is all about her going to Rhinebeck with her friend Erica. So Jen Gagley also has a really awesome YouTube video series. Those Twins Who Knit, it's these two gals. I'm not going to remember their names right now, but I'm going to link their videos. They are such beautiful knitters. They just did a video called Socktober, and it's all about the socks that they make. And their socks that they knit, and I see that they're doing them on double pointed needles. They look machine knit. Like these two young women, one of them is a teacher. The other one, I don't know what she does. They're in Kansas. It's my goal to meet them sometime in Lawrence when I'm visiting my son at KU. They're beautiful, and they also sew. So check them out, those Twins Who Knit. And then Brook Willow Knits. Anna is from somewhere just over the border from Minnesota, Wisconsin, I think Hudson, Wisconsin. And Anna is also a beautiful maker. She sews, and I love hearing about her stories of camping. She's a camper. I love to camp also. But she has some really beautiful videos where she is featuring a lot of really great yarns, really great patterns. She does kind of like a vloggy series where there is, she just kind of shows her surrounding. It's just beautiful. It's literally beautifully done videos. And so it's also my goal to meet up with Anna sometime when she comes to the Twin Cities. I just recently messaged her on Instagram and would love to meet up with her for coffee sometime. So those are three that I watch religiously. The other one, though, that I have to tell you about that kind of puts my Are You Rhinebeck Ready video to shame is a Knitty Natty. She's like traveling around the world in this van. I don't know how she does it with her husband and her dog, and going to all these different yarn stores and videoing or interviewing all of these people who own yarn stores across the country. But she lived in New York City, and then she has gone to Rhinebeck a handful of times. People, if you're going to Rhinebeck and you want some seriously good video footage, and I mean, she's super techie. I think her husband does I think they work together on editing these videos, but like she has got the tools, people. She has very specific, wonderful tips on visiting Rhinebeck. And so Knitty Natty, Natalie, she put my video to shame a little bit. But anyway, she's got some good insider tips. So I'm going to link her video too, because if you're going to Rhinebeck, it's like next weekend. Have fun. I kind of have FOMO, but it's okay because I'm going to Sacred Sheep. Anyway, those are also things that I'm excited about, those videos that I wanted to share with you. All right. If you don't like watching my favorite things, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you liked it, and I'll see you next time. But if you do like my favorite things, here we go. Okay, so cooler months, I like to drink tea. I'm a big coffee drinker simply because I wake up so early in the morning. Everyone always asks me, how do you get so much knitting done? Well, I am a morning person. I don't want to always get up at 5, but I do. I never not get up at 5 unless it's a weekend. Now, yesterday I was up at 4 because I have this weird sleeping issue going on where I can't fall back to sleep sometimes when I wake up close to my normal wake up time, which is 5. So I get up at 5 a.m. and I knit for an hour before I go work out. And then I come back and go to work and whatever, and then I knit at night. But then if I have something at night, like parent-teacher conferences, and I don't have as much time to knit in the evening, I know that I got 1 solid hour before I go work out in the morning. So I knit every single morning, Monday through Friday, from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. And I set up the copy the night before, and then I drink my coffee, and I knit for an hour, and you can get a lot done in an hour. So anyway, but I not only drink coffee, I also like hot chocolate. And I actually love hot chocolate. And do I like marshmallows with it? Yes, but I don't always have that. But I have to tell you, this is one of my favorite things. Yep. It's, you know how I always say the word luxury yarn? This is a luxury hot cocoa. This is not your Nestle's hot cocoa. This is by Williams-Sonoma. Nope, not getting a kickback, but I will link it. They have lots of different kinds. This one is the hot chocolate classic. So it's just classic hot cocoa. I like the peppermint one. I love the salted caramel one. They're delicious. And you're probably wondering, why do you already have it? Well, because when they go on sale, like 50% off in March, when it's starting to get nice out, I load up. Because although it says there is a date on it, but it's hot chocolate. I don't think I'm gonna get sick from hot chocolate. I don't know. If you're a food scientist, you might send me a little note and say yes. But you have to see this. It's like little pieces of chocolate. It's not a powder. It's like little shavings of chocolate. Yum. And so it's a special treat. I don't have it every night, but I don't have a dairy allergy or whatever, but so I just use regular milk and classic hot chocolate. That is one of my favorite things. Second favorite thing, I'm crazy about this. It's a milk frother. It kind of goes with, it sort of goes hand in hand. I didn't plan it that way, but it kind of goes hand in hand. And it is this milk frother that I use to stir in the cream in my coffee and also to stir this hot chocolate in. And it has a little button on the top. Look at that. Did you see water fly off of it? I just washed it before I came. So there you go. The milk frother, $9.99 at Crate & Barrel. Now, why do I know it's $9.99? Why do I still have the box? Because I just bought it yesterday, because guess what? My first one got put in the water, the dishwater, and it doesn't work anymore, even though I changed the batteries and such. So anyway, milk frother, you could probably get another one by a different brand, who knows? This is the one that I buy. It's $10, has two AAA batteries in it. And it also would be a perfect stocking stuffer for anyone you know who likes hot chocolate or, puts cream in their coffee or whatever it might be. But anyway, I forgot to put the cover on. So it just goes like this. And you just put it in with your coffee maker and all of the other little kitchen gadgets. And then lastly, favorite things. And the reason why I'm bringing it up today is because every time I wear these, somebody compliments me on them. Red Wing boots. Okay, you're like, what? Okay, Red Wing is a city in Minnesota, south of the Twin Cities. Red Wing Shoe Company has been around since, yes, I've done a little research. There was a gentleman, not going to remember his name, started it in 1905 for people who worked in like the mining and the farming and just different, you know, like factory workers and things like that. Steel-toed shoes. There, a lot of construction workers have these shoes because they're steel-toed. They last forever. Like I literally will have these boots until I die. They're so beautifully made. Nope, not getting a kickback, but I do have a resource to get these shoes very inexpensively. They are an investment. I think they're like $400. But they don't wear out. And so I just have to show you these right now. I'm just gonna change. Okay, these are my Red Wing boots. These are pink. They make them for men and for women. I wear them with jeans. They're so stinking cute. I also have them in navy. Okay, so I also have them in navy. You can buy them on their website, but they also, I have to tell you, they have a sale room in the basement of their store in Red Wing, Minnesota. Check them out. I have two pairs of the boots, one in navy, like I said, and these pink ones. I don't think they have these pink ones. I think that they were just like a sample of and didn't go to production. Like I said, I got a little inside connection to the Red Wing boots, and I have a very good friend who works there. That's not why I'm featuring them. I'm featuring them because they are the only shoes I can wear where I literally am on my feet all day working with students, and they support my feet and my ankles, and they're just luscious, and I love them. Some people think they're a little too harsh. You do have to give them time to let them, they mold to your feet, kind of like Birkenstocks in a way, but I so can't compare those two brands. But anyway, Red Wing boots, they're my favorite. Check them out online. They have women's styles. They have men's styles. I just saw that they have a green pair. Might have to hit up my pal for the green. But I love them. Check them out. Thanks for watching. I have met so many cool people from New Zealand to Australia to Texas to California to Oregon to Denmark to, I love all your beautiful comments. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel at the very end. Have a lovely couple weeks. I can't wait to come back and either show you some finished objects or have like a little video about my opportunity to go to Sacred Sheep. I feel super, super, super lucky that I have the opportunity to both buy and make some really amazing garments. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Have a great week. Thanks for watching. Bye.